Welcome again to another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Today we're making chicken PAPRIKASH. We're making the German-Polish version of it. And what distinguishes it different than the original Hungarian version is the Hungarian version uses hot bell peppers, Hungarian bell peppers, and Hungarian paprika. We're using a little sweeter Spanish paprika, and we're using a regular red bell pepper, and we're going to put this over some kluski spätzle type noodles. Here are your ingredients. Add your butter to a high-walled pan. Once your butter is melted over medium-high heat, we're going to add our chicken in. So when the chicken looks like this, we're going to start turning them over. Once the chicken doesn't have any raw appearance around the edges, we're going to remove them, put them on a plate. And remember, the chicken is still raw on the inside. It's not fully cooked. Now we're going to add in all of our onion, and we're going to saute these until they're fully translucent. Once the onions are translucent, we're going to add in our garlic, add in the bell pepper, and stir and cook for about 1 minute. Now we're going to add in our tomatoes and the paprika and stir. Do not let the paprika burn, otherwise it'll be bitter. Now return all your chicken and the juices to the pot and stir thoroughly. Make sure you coat each of the chicken pieces really well. Now add in your broth. Put the heat on high and bring it up to a boil. Once this comes to a complete boil, we're going to reduce the heat and set it to simmer for 40 minutes. Well, it's been 40 minutes, and now we're going to take all of the chicken out and put it on a plate. This next step is optional, but it's what I like to do. I like to blend about half of the vegetables. So see, I still have some bits and pieces in here, but I've blended some of those tomatoes and peppers and onions. I'm going to add my flour to my sour cream. I'm going to whisk it all together really well. Then I'm going to add my heavy cream and whisk more. Once I have a perfectly smooth consistency, I'm going to add all of this to my broth, whisk it in really well, turning my heat up, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once this comes to a complete boil, I'm going to turn my heat off. I'm going to whisk in my salt, my pepper, and I'm going to add my chicken and the juices back in. I'm going to turn the heat back up on high, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. I'm going to turn my heat off, and we're ready to plate. Now to serve this, I'm going to add some of these great egg noodles on a plate. You pick the type of noodles you like. These are spätzle, German spätzle, but Polish kluski would be just fine. I'm going to take some of this chicken and put the chicken on top of it. And I'm going to douse it with some of this great gravy, this PAPRIKASH gravy. I'm going to add just a little bit of parsley for color. And that's all there is to making a great Polish, German chicken PAPRIKASH. Well, I hope you'd enjoyed this episode of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. I hope you come and see me again. Smacznego, guten appetit. Bye.